Now, as we reported earlier, the Ghanaian government has reacted to the story of government officials harassing Nigerian traders and locking down shops belonging to them in Ghana. They said the traders have been given enough time to comply with the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, the GIPC's laws. Head of Communication, Ministry of Trade, Prince Boateng says the traders failed to submit documents for verification to the regulatory agencies in compliance with the GIPC's laws. President of Nigeria's Traders Union in Ghana, Chukwuemeka Naji, has accused the Ghanaian government of maltreating Nigerian traders in the country. He said, and I quote, most of the members do not have the GIPC registration because it requires $1 million cash or equity that were given 14 days within which to regularize. Now let's cross live to the Ghanaian capital of Accra, where journalist Ebenezer Afeanyi Dadzie joins us. Afeanyi, can you bring us up to speed with this? First of all, is it the story about this particular fee by the GIPC, is it actually true and for real? And how is the Ghanaian business community, or the Nigerian business community in Ghana reacting to this?
Well, I do not have the exact figure, but I know that the capital requirement has been increased at a point so that if you really want to operate in Ghana space as a retailer, you have to provide that amount. Already, the point is that per the GIPC law, foreigners are not supposed to be engaged in retail business. It's a space solely reserved for indigents. And that has been the bone of contention all this while. And so I think that generally the amounts being adjusted is more of a way to make it easy or make it a bit difficult for people to want to operate in this space. Because in as much as there's an illegality being committed, it's quite obvious that the government of Ghana is being very tactical because there are diplomatic relations involved and you want to be a bit cautious in terms of how you handle this. That's why we've had a lot of back and forth with this issue since last year. Shops have been closed, they've been opened, they've been closed, and it's been a back and forth. The president himself appears a bit stranded in terms of how to deal with it. Somewhere last year, he formed a committee, a presidential committee on retail trade, to address the issues. After 6 months that Nigerian shops were closed, they came back, tried to check documents, and they closed them again. Others reopened, and there was nearly a fracas in some part of Accra between Nigerians and Ghanaians at a point. So clearly, there's a difficulty. It's almost like a stalemate as to how government of Ghana and the Nigerian government wants to handle this. It's really a difficult situation.
It's really a difficult situation that we're seeing playing out, Ebenezer, because I understand that under Section 18 of the GIPS, there are certain businesses that are reserved solely for Ghanaians. We already know that the Ghanaians are serious about trade protectionism. Yet what we are hearing is that those businesses that are solely reserved for Ghanaians have other nationalities running those businesses, particularly Nigerians in this stance. And like you said, it's not a new issue. It's one that's been brewing for a very long time. So what is really going on here? What is really being done to try and find a middle ground, a way to, of course, stick with these laws? But I mean, you can't just throw people onto the streets or demand $1 million.
Well, that's a fair point to make. But clearly, to be frank with you, myself, as a business news editor, I've been quite frustrated at how government is handling this issue. And it appears that there's no end in sight. And for me, where I sit, I'm a bit worried because it could get to a point where there could be retaliations for the Nigerian traders. And before we know it, this will be a full-blown disaster on us as a country. And knowing that Ghana and Nigeria has had a history where there were such fracas, and then to the point that Nigerians had to be sacked, Ghanaians had to be sacked from Nigeria and vice versa, I thought that the two countries would have been more serious in dealing with this because, of course, it's a bit difficult when you want to situate national laws in the context of ECOWAS protocols on what regional trade should be. It's a bit difficult because we are also told that, for instance, the ECOWAS rules in terms of regional trade say that if you want to come and even trade in another person's country, you shouldn't be importing items from another country. It should be items from your country to be sold here. But of course, we know Nigerians here have items from China and what have you. So the Ghana Union of Traders Associations insists that they are breaking the national laws and even ECOWAS's own protocols on interregional trade. So it's a bit tricky. I really don't know how we are going to get out of this, to be frank with you. I don't know.
A bit tricky because it might just be their words against Nigerian traders. But now, it's interesting what you said, that the idea is that only Ghanaians are allowed to deal in retail trade. But the GIPC Act of 2013, Act 865, says, among others, is to encourage, promote investments in Ghana, and then to provide for the creation of an attractive incentive framework and a transparent, predictable, and facilitating environment for investment in Ghana. The point then will be, is the GIPC really working according to what I've just read out? I mean, that's what, are they encouraging trade and all that? Briefly, Dadzie.
They are doing that, actually. I think that the other point is the breakdown of the law will tell you that, so if you're a foreigner, you want to come into a certain place, there are places you cannot trade in. And I think that law is actually very clear within the GIPC law. And the point is that, okay, so if you're in Nigeria, you want to sell, let's say, electrical items from China, you are able to operate as a wholesaler. And then a Ghanaian can't come and buy from you to retail. So I think that there's a space for foreigners who want to trade in the country, because, I mean, Ghana is really open to investment. And this is the only sector where we are having a problem because of the laws that regulates that sector. And I think that we made a mistake by allowing that wholesale system to happen. Before now, we want to come and solve the problem and do firefighting. So I think that's where the problem is. But
all right, many thanks to you, Ebenezer Dadzie, a businessman in Ghana. We hope this is resolved sooner than later.